Good morning, everyone. I'm going to read for you today your love reading for the spring. So we're looking at the rest of March into April, maybe the beginning of May. So looking at probably about the next 10 weeks ahead. So what is going on in your romantic life? Now I'm going to read from 3 packs of cards. So the first pack is the Solioni, so the Italian Sun and Line Tarot. Then I've got the Rider-Waite, and then a few from the playing cards to sum up at the end. Right, now I'm going to split the pack into the 3 decans. Now, if you're not sure what decan you're in for the sign, I've put the descriptions below the video. So just have a look. When your birthday falls, it will tell you where you are, 1, 2 or 3. So this is decan 1, decan 2, decan 3. Okay then, and if you like my reading, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you. This reading is for the star sign of Libra. This is decan 1, and we're going to focus on love and romance over the spring. So any 3 cards from the top row, the Solioni cards, and any 3 from the middle row, okay, and 2 to sum up from the playing cards. Okay then, just looking at what you've got there, Libra decan 1. Right, now just looking at the top row there, so these ones here from the Solioni cards, there's lots of swords around, and swords signify problems. Now just looking at them individually on what these problems are about. This first one, the Page of Swords. Now the Page of Swords is communication, but it can be arguments in the broadest sense, and even in the lightest sense. It talks about that you're talking, but the talk isn't nice. So you could be discussing subjects you prefer to leave alone. But anyway, what we're getting is kind of like this vibe of negative communication with that card. And you're not really keen on the options as well. So wherever you go, you don't really like that route or that route if you go that way or that way. And this one, what you've got there, just shows tension as well. So what I'm kind of getting a feel of with this row is some of you Librans, it seems as though it's not peaceful in your relationship. There could be arguments, or it could be where you're not agreeing on something as well. Now, it seems as though this card is a card of haste, acting in haste, or something comes quickly. Next to the Hermit, which is a major card, and it's like telling us really that it's something that you're dealing with on your own, and you're thinking, what can I do to make this right, really? So what I'm kind of feeling is that you sort of quickly come into a frame of mind where you don't want this anymore, and it's up to you to make a decision on what to do about it. Now, kind of the Judgment card is kind of like where you've got a decision that you're faced with, but it's a well thought through decision with this card, because you based it on past experiences, or you can look at other people or other scenarios and you think, yeah, the best way to go with this one is, so you come up with a very wise decision. And those two together, the Hermit and the Judgment, the two major cards with lasting impact on your life. So I would say that you are coming to this important decision alone. You're doing this alone because you're thinking that it is the right way to go. And I would say that possibly because we've got these two cards out, there could be some kind of travel or short trip or something like this, what you go on together. And maybe you're thinking, or maybe this trip will bring things to a head. So do watch out for that over the spring. Okay, this reading is for Libra, Decan 2, and we're going to focus on love and romance for over the springtime. Okay, so 3 from the Solioni, 3 from the Rider-Waite, and 2 from the playing cards to sum up at the bottom. Okay then. Right, now straight away on the top row, 3 major cards have come out. So this is a major situation or a major impact in your life, the result of what's going to take place over the spring as regards to love and romance. So it could be something that you're talking about for quite some time. Now what we've got there is a devil card. Now the devil talks about always there's attraction, there's chemistry. You're really drawn towards someone with this card. Can I say you really fancy them, sort of thing. So there's this energy going on around this devil card. So it looks as though there's someone who you're pretty mad on, we could say. Now, next to it though is the moon. Now the moon is it's a confusing card because you can't read the situation. So there's definitely things going on that you are not aware of, and there's always some kind of deceit and confusion goes on with this card. You're not in the full picture, so there's lots of secrets which is coming with this one that is still to be revealed. Around this person who is the object of your interest, who you're mad on. Now with this one, the High Priestess, what I'm feeling is because she's come next to the Moon card, I think that there is somebody else in this man's life, or in this woman's life, but they've definitely another partner there, or they've got a partner, and you are not aware of that. So what you could be getting is lots of flirtatious behaviour, really, and it's built up to this sort of point of where are we going to go from here with it. But do beware, because this person, it looks like there is someone else around them, and this is a secretive card. What the secrets will come out eventually, but not just yet, because the moon is before it. So the moon, it will stay deceitful for a while, but then eventually it will come to a head. Now the person who you're dealing with has come out as the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is literally knows exactly what they're doing and is on top of the game. So they're going to be a very stiff competitor to go before. So let's see where this leads to anyway. Now this one, see, you've got a love card there. The Two of Cups there is the romance card. Romance, and it's talking about good friendship as well. But it's generally going a little bit more when you see this card. So what I'm thinking is this flirtatious situation is kind of going more and more. It's building up, but all it is for you really is pressure. So that's the card of oppression, and it's sort of saying it's something that you'll be able to put down later on. But for the moment, you're caught up in it. Then we've got a King of Swords, which is someone who is very controlling and not really the nicest out of the cards what represent people in the pack. He's not really the one that you want to see come out. So what I'm kind of thinking with this situation that you're in, Libra, is that do beware, because it could be revealed that there is somebody who you're in opposition to. And like I say, it is going to be, it's hard competition as well. Like, don't put yourself up against it, really, because the chances are, you know, they're probably settled with someone, with this high priestess, and they're just not an honest person. So they're trying to have the cake and eat it, or trying to get the best of both worlds. Now, some of what we've got at the end, the Ace of Diamonds is going to bring an important message to you there about your love life. And this is concerning a negative or a deceitful person. So I'm a bit sorry with this one, Libra, to say, if someone is the object of your desires at the moment, really take this with a pinch of salt and just see how it goes, because it's quite likely that this person is playing with you. Okay, so this reading is for Libra. This is Decan 3, and I'll just put 3 along the top. Okay, so 3 Leone, 3 Rider Waite. Okay then, and 2 along the bottom for the summary at the end. Okay then. Right, now looking at what you've got on the top row there, or the most major card what you've got in the whole spread is the Lover card. So it does look as though we're talking about, definitely talking about a romantic situation. Now the Lover card gives you the choice in a romance, and all of the romance cards, like there's several in the tarot pack, and all of them have kind of like an individual meaning about them. So this Lover card is looking at your romance, but what it's kind of saying is you're going to come to a crossroads with this romance, and you're going to have to choose a path to go down. Now, what I think that you've got is you've got this card which talks about children, and you've got this one, the Two of Pentacles, which talks about juggling around. So you're trying to juggle a situation. So what I'm kind of feeling is that some of you Libras, you could be involved or becoming involved with someone who has maybe got children, you know, with a different person, a past relationship. Or it could be yourself who's got children and you're finding it difficult to juggle the situation around. So are you keeping your partner happy? Are you keeping the children happy? Can you get out and about maybe and go for a nice meal or a nice night together and your children? It just shows that the situation is not easy, and it's all this juggling about. Now it goes on to the Page of Wands there. So the Page of Wands is communication. So you're going to talk, you know, you're talking this through. And then you've got this Six of Swords. And it's kind of telling you that you've been through all the rough and you're going towards the smooth. So it does look as though communication is going to bring things back together. You can leave, you know, those harder bits behind and go towards calmer times now and make some kind of new beginning. And you'll get the rewards of this card later on. So it's a very positive card of a new cycle beginning in your life. So what I think that you're getting with this one, Libra, is there seems to be as though we've had a bit of a tricky situation going on. It could be around kids, but you're trying to juggle, get this done, that done, do this, do that, do the other, just so you can have this maybe bit of time together. And it looks to me now as though you make a decision that you're going to go along with it, you're going to talk it through and make some kind of a new beginning. Now, as we come to the end there, the 2 at the bottom, now that Ace of Hearts, I look on that card in two ways. It's kind of like when you get to the end of the year and you make these like, oh, I'm gonna do this. You make these kind of like fresh aspirations within yourself, really. It's kind of feeling like that. So you're feeling sort of fresh and free about everything with this partner, but it does also show that together you could be going to some kind of social event together as well. And I think that maybe this is where you start to enjoy each other's company and where you can resolve this, this problem or this pressure, what's been pulling things down. So it seems as though, Libra, it's time to take the step forward to make things, your relationship, just, more important. And it seems as though you're going to be able to do that. So any of those people out there who've been struggling in your relationship of late, and you're thinking, is this it? Well, it looks like it's a problem that you can get past. So just do persevere, have a little bit of patience, and just talk it through with your partner.